So the animated uh, magic items or monsters in the monster manual, I feel like they really need not so much a buff per se, but a rework that acts like a buff. But only a buff when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to encounters, when it comes to really acting like a monster. And that is, what if D&D gives the animated objects an ability called possession, or not possession, but possessed. And what that means is these items that would be just ordinary enchanted artifacts for self-defense of a dungeon or in a vault that someone locked away to never be used by anyone else. So the ability possessed would be a passive ability. And what that means is that these items are actually haunted. They are cursed. They are possessed by a spirit, by a ghost, poltergeist, banshee, oni, you name it. Any kind of apparition. They are possessed by this thing. And this gives them some kind of damage type. I would say necrotic. Some people could say radiant. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, what if that this ability, when it is activated, what happens when it's activated is basically when the item is destroyed, when the Rug of Smothering is destroyed, when the Flying Sword is destroyed, when the animated armor is destroyed, a spirit reappears in its actual form and just starts attacking the party. Now they gotta face a spirit. And now they have to be like, oh shit, do we have the right weapons for this? Most likely will, because they are susceptible to magic damage. But also, oh, do we have any silver weapons? Do we have this? Can we do this? Now they gotta strategize something. And this is also what I would do for any apparition, and we're actually going to mention this in future episodes that we talk about when we talk about ghosts, banshees. I believe the specter. I think the specter is an apparition. I don't know. I can't remember. But any kind of spirit, they should get stat block ability drain. So strength drain, dexterity drain, constitution drain, you name it. They should be able to take those. They should be able to, when they attack someone, grapple, attack them, that they take away a point or 2 points of that person's ability. So, and the shadow already does this, and the shadows is only a challenge rating of 1/4. It's crazy. I always said this, the monster manual is completely unbalanced. It is garbage, and it's probably the reason why the player's handbook looks the way it is. So yeah, that's just my thinking. But the shadow already has this. It has strength drain. So whenever it hits someone, it drains a point or 2 points of their strength. And when that person's strength gets to 0, they die. And then I think it's after an hour or 3 hours, they will come back as a shadow and start attacking their own party members. But that's only if they are not brought back before that timer's up. So now the party might have to deal with another shadow. Great. So you see what I mean? I think like if these magic items, because they are called magic items that are monsters, if they had this ability, it would be very interesting. It'd be really cool. And it would also give them a buff, a slight buff, not too big, I would say, because I feel like, you know, animated armor, good. I like it. I think it works. Rug of Smothering, pretty damn cool. It has some cool abilities like Smother and damage absorption or damage redirection. Can't remember what it's called. But then there's the Flying Sword, and the Flying Sword's the oddball out of the group because it has a natural armor of 17 for some weird reason. It has a hover speed of 50 feet, which, sure, I mean, go figure, it's a flying sword. But it then only just does normal damage because it's a longsword. It doesn't do anything. I mean, it has anti-magic susceptibility just like the others, and then it has false appearance just like the others. And that was another thing that I want to add to them is surprise attack. I feel like that'd be really, really good so that they use false appearance, because false appearance in itself is good, but it doesn't say anything else. It does not do anything. It just says it could be mistaken for an ordinary object. Sure, they would get, a sneak attack hit, but that's about it. They don't get surprise attack. They don't do anything like that, even though it would be surprising to be attacked by an item you thought was just an ordinary item. But, like, what the hell, D&D? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you give surprise attack to these 3 items? Why didn't you do that? Why? But those are my thoughts. Those are my ideas. If you have any thoughts or ideas of your own, if you disagree with my ideas or my thoughts, that's totally fine. Let me know down in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like, or dislike, and ring that bell icon so that you don't miss when we go live, because we have gone live recently and we've been talking about the TTRPG that I've been working on. So, we've done a lot of progress. It's awesome. But that's going to be it. Stay tuned for next episode of 5e Monster Review, where we will be going over the Ankheg, which I think is an insect crustacean looking thing. I don't know. But anyways, it's going to be pretty fun. I think it's going to be really good. And so with that said, Thought Viking, Skål!